सांसों में तू ख्वाबों में तू
Chapter 9, Gossips just started. A quiet corporate hallway, soft footsteps echo. Taeyoung walks up the stairs, her pace steady, confident. She stops. A door stands in front of her. A metal plate beside it glints under the light. L&D department. She reaches out, grabs the handle, twists it, nothing. A pause. She tries again, harder this time. Still locked. Her brows knit together. Seriously? She exhales sharply. Steps back, arms crossed tightly over her chest. He knew it was locked, right? He didn't tell me on purpose. Clenched her teeth. Argh! Her jaw tightens. Frustration flickers in her eyes. No more waiting. She turns and marches away with sharp, quick steps. The door swings open, without a knock. Minhyuk, who had just stepped in moments ago, flinches, startled. Jungkook looks up instantly. His gaze lands on her. Darkens. You still don't have manners. Taeyoung doesn't even blink. No reaction. No pause. It's locked. Jungkook raises an eyebrow. Then? What do you expect me to do? Taeyoung's eyes lock onto his, a sharp glare. Jungkook shrugs casually, unbothered. It's your problem. Solve it yourself. His attention drops back to the laptop. Cold, dismissive. And don't disturb me. Silence. Taeyoung slowly turns her head toward Minhyuk. Minhyuk freezes. His throat bobs. Why am I the one stuck in the middle of a couple's fight? Taeyoung's fists clench, tight. Then she walks forward, straight to Jungkook's desk. Stops right beside him. Jungkook glances up, confused. What are you? Before he can finish, she leans down, opens the drawer. Minhyuk's eyes widen instantly. Panic. He turns away, shuts his eyes tightly. I saw nothing. I saw absolutely nothing. Jungkook jerks upright. What are you doing? Taehyung doesn't stop. She keeps searching, focused. Shut up. Kept searching through the drawer. Let me do what I'm doing. Gook's patience cracks. Get out. You doesn't even look at him. You told me to solve my problem myself. Jungkook glares at her, irritation rising. But you can't disturb my work. Taehyung shrugs lightly, still searching, unbothered. I'm not disturbing you. Another drawer slides open. I'm just doing my work. Glance sideways at him. You can continue yours. Jungkook inhales deeply, trying to hold it in. Behind them, Minhyuk quietly steps back. One step, then another. Still facing away. Careful, silent. He reaches the door, slips out. Click. The door shuts softly. Inside, silence, heavy. Then Jungkook finally snaps. Taeyoung suddenly straightens, a small victory in her eyes. Found it. Juk blinks, confused. What? She lifts her hand, a card between her fingers. This. Employee access card. A smirk curls on her lips, sharp, playful. She steps back, slowly moving toward the door. Thanks, Mr. John. She turns, walks out. The door closes behind her. Click. Silence fills the room. A beat, then bang! Jungkook slams his hand on the desk. Ah! Ouch! Pain shoots through his hand. He grabs it instantly. Right over the scratch mark, his expression shifts. The anger fades, replaced by something else, a memory, lingering. Flashback room is quiet. After Namjin and Jhope left his room, Jungkook stands still for a moment. Then he picks up his phone. The screen lights up in the dark. He unlocks it, opens a chat. A name appears bare. His thumb moves, scrolling. Slow at first, then faster, faster. Until he stops, old messages, years old. His eyes scan the screen. Cookie, I want to learn drawing from you. Teach me. Bear, I'm busy right now. Please, please. Okay, in the holidays. Hooray! Jungkook scrolls again. Message after message. Fragments of a past he doesn't remember. But he lived it. His grip tightens around the phone. We were this close? His brows slowly knit together. Confusion. Regret. Yet I acted in front of her as if we barely knew each other. A flicker, Taeyoung's face, her eyes, her anger, her sadness, all replaying. Is that why she looked at me like that when she came here? He exhales slowly, leans back against the bed, eyes still fixed on the screen. Mom and Dad said I lost some memories. But how many? And why? Silence. Then a sudden surge. Frustration explodes. He grabs the flower vase from the bedside table. Without thinking, throws it. Across the room, crash, the sound shatters the silence. Glass breaks against the wall. Pieces scatter everywhere. Sharp fragments fly back toward him. Instinct. He raises his arms, protects his face, but not enough. A few shards cut across his hand. Ah, a thin line of blood forms, bright, fresh, against his skin. The memory fades. Jungkook slowly lowers his hand. Releases the tension. Fine, let her do whatever she wants. Until then, I'll focus on closing this company. A cold resolve settles in. Just then, the cabin door opens. Minhyuk steps in again. Careful, quiet, work resumes, as if nothing happened. Taehyung stands in front of the door again. Calm now. In her hand, the access card, the one she took. She lifts it slightly. The name printed clearly, John Jungkook. A small smirk appears. I thought I might find something else in his drawer. She twirls the card between her fingers. Casual. But this card works too. She taps it on the scanner. Beep, a click. The lock opens. She pushes the door, steps inside. The room is silent, unused. Dust lingers over everything. She wrinkles her nose. Wow, looks like nobody has stepped in here for ages. She rolls up her sleeves, determined. Guess I'll have to fix that. Time passes. Slowly, she moves around the room, wiping dust, cleaning surfaces, arranging chairs, straightening tables, the whiteboard. She cleans it thoroughly, checks the electrical connections, ensures everything works. Plug points, wires, all in place. She pauses, then shifts the seating, rearranges it, so everyone can face the front. Perfect for training. An hour later, she steps back. The room has changed, clean, organized, alive again. Taehyung places her hands on her hips. Looks around, proud, perfect. A satisfied smile forms. She turns, walks out. The corridor welcomes her again. She walks casually, observing everything. Departments, employees working quietly, meeting rooms, discussion corners. Her eyes take it all in. So this is the company he built. You worked pretty hard, didn't Jungkook? She keeps walking, then stops. A girl stands near a desk. Taehyung steps closer. Direct. Which department are you in? The girl looks up, confused. I'm an intern. Before she can finish, Taehyung reaches out, lifts the ID card slightly, glances at it. Just a second. Okay, listen. She steps back, casual again. The intern blinks, still processing. After lunch, tell your colleagues, anyone who wants to learn something new, to come to the L&D department room upstairs. The confusion deepens. The girl opens her mouth, but too late. Taehyung is already walking away. Calm, unbothered, she passes by her and heads toward Jungkook's cabin. The intern remains there, frozen, staring after her, still confused. Jungkook's cabin. The door opens, sudden. Taehyung steps inside. Jungkook is on a phone call. He senses movement, turns his head, sees her, a shift. His expression changes instantly. He slightly turns away from the phone. I'll talk to you later. The call ends. Silence replaces the voice. He looks at her again, mild irritation clear in his eyes. What now? Taehyung walks in, casual. I came here for lunch. Jungkook's brows lift slightly. Didn't you bring your lunchbox? She tilts her head. A small pause. Today I forgot. Why so many questions? Just give me some from yours. Jungkook stares at her. Then a sigh escapes him. Okay. A mischievous smile spreads across Taehyung's face, and suddenly, a memory flickers. Jin stands at the counter, carefully packing lunchboxes, one for Jungkook, one for Taehyung. Taehyung steps closer. Aunt Jin, don't pack a lunch for me. Jin pauses, looks up, confused. Then what will you eat for lunch? Then hesitates for a second. Then, I'm going out with Jimin during lunchtime. Jin's eyebrows rise. Really? Taehyung nods, confident. But inside, I just want to bother him a little. The memory fades. Both of them sit on the couch, close, their shoulders almost touching. The lunchbox rests on the table. Taehyung opens it, looks at the food, then glances at Jungkook. Should we start? Jungkook gives a slight nod. Meanwhile, cafeteria. The cafeteria buzzes with noise. Voices overlap. Employees sit across tables, eating, talking. At one table, Hannah sits with her peers and seniors. Her expression? A mix of excitement and confusion. A beautiful girl came up to me earlier. Heads turn. Curious eyes fix on her. She asked which department I was in, but before I could even answer, she just looked at my ID card herself. Someone leans forward. Interested. And then what, Hannah? Hannah tries to mimic the tone. She told me, anyone who wants to learn something new, come to the L&D department room upstairs after lunch. Employees, what? Shock ripples across the table. Nearby, others over here. Whispers begin, spreading from one table to another. Who is she? A new trainer? Did management hire someone? Back at Hannah's table, she looks at her seniors again. One man pauses, thinking. She must be a new joinee. Hannah frowns slightly, still unsure. But sir, there was no post on the company profile about any new hiring. HR didn't announce anything. The man shrugs. If she managed to enter the company and walk around like that, she must belong here somehow. He continues eating, calm. Anyway, instead of guessing about her, looking around the table, let's go check the L&D room after lunch. A few heads nod, agreement. Curiosity spreads faster now. Across the cafeteria, the mystery deepens. Half the office, already planning to find out. Jungkook's cabin, back to them. They sit on the couch, eating together. Jungkook eats quietly, or tries to. His movements mechanical, his mind far away. Taeyoung watches him. Carefully, a moment passes. Then she speaks. What's going on in your mind? No response. Jungkook keeps looking down. Seconds pass. Slow. Then he puts the spoon down. A long pause. Heavy. Hey? I just want to know, how was our bond? Taeyoung turns toward him. At the same time, he looks at her. Their eyes meet, still. Serious. You used to love me. Silence. Jungkook freezes. Stares at her. She stares back. Unchanged. Then he blinks. Shock. What are you talking about? I was just joking. She picks up her spoon again, as if nothing happened. Tay, I'm serious. I want to know how I was before losing my memories. I want to know how my bond was with you and with everyone. Taeyoung listens, quietly. Jungkook continues. Many times I've overheard mom and dad talking. They say I had a good personality back then, that I behaved well with everyone. But I don't remember any of that. Even when I try to become that previous version of myself, my mind and body just don't allow it. His gaze drops to the table. Whenever I bring up this topic, everyone becomes emotional. Sometimes they even cry. He glances at her. But I don't think you will cry. You seem strong. Taeyoung tilts her head slightly. What made you think that? Jungkook answers without hesitation. Even after your wedding was canceled, you didn't cry. Taeyoung looks at him. A moment passes. So you thought I'm not weak. And that's why you just want to use. She stops, abruptly. A pause. Inside. What was I about to say? I was going to say something wrong again because of my anger. I need to control myself. She breathes in, quietly, changes her tone. We were kind of close friends back then. But after your accident, our bond started falling apart. And now Jungkook finishes softly. It's no more. Taeyoung looks away slightly. I don't know. Maybe, yes. A silence follows. Heavy. It's my fault, I'm sorry. Taeyoung's eyes soften, just a little. Juk continues. Whenever a girl tries to get close to me, my behavior becomes like this. The same way I behaved with you when you came here. Nods faintly. Your mom told me the same thing. That's why I didn't try to talk to you much until Jimin came to visit me, but she went into your room instead. You seemed comfortable with her, so I thought maybe you... Jungkook cuts in. She's just a college friend. Actually, just a classmate. But our families knew each other, so we ended up spending time together. For some weird reason, we used to fight a lot in college. That's how our bond became like that. Taeyoung studies him. You don't have feelings for her? Jungkook reacts instantly. What are you talking about? Sorry, but where did that thought come from? I never had time for things like that. I don't even know what love is. And honestly, I don't want to know what it is. Taeyoung nods lightly. Got it. Jungkook frowns slightly. Got what? Taeyoung looks away. Nothing. A quiet moment passes. Jungkook watches her. Then he speaks again. I've seen in messages that you used to call me Kooky. Even when I was hospitalized, Mom and Dad called me that too. But whenever I heard it, I got a headache. Taeyoung nods slowly. Understanding. So that's why you didn't allow anyone to call you that. Jungkook hums softly. A faint smile appears on Taeyoung's lips. You gave them such a crazy reason. Even I thought it was too childish. Jungkook looks at her, quietly. But when I hear Cookie from you, my head never hurts like it does when others say it. I want to hear you call me Cookie more often. But how can I tell you that? I feel like you wouldn't listen, even if I requested many times. Taehyung waves her hand slightly in front of him, breaking his thoughts. What happened? Lost in your thoughts again? Juk blinks, looks away. Nah, let's eat. They both return to their food. But neither of them is really eating. Their minds somewhere else.